So, I just got a replay review from this fellow here. Which is one of the most interesting openings I've ever seen. I felt that it deserved doing a quick video of it. So, to do my job properly, you managed to maximize your walking time. This is probably not how I would do it. Stick yourself about here. You can reach both of these two mexes. Then you can put down a wind or two wind or one. Grab this last mex and then carry on. It'll be much quicker. You won't spend all the time walking to here, then back to here. I4. But yeah, now we get to the interesting thing. Goes into some winds. This is very standard. Speed up a little bit. This air lab. I was very confused. So, I like that you switched into solar. You did it way too late. Pumping energy, wasting metal, pumping to this. Moment your energy bar hits the bottom, build a solar. Pay the tax. Wind is 5. It's not going to get better. Wind changes every 15 seconds, I believe. So if it hits 5, it's going to stay 5 for at least 15 seconds. Or in the area of. The algorithm is a little bit more complicated than that. But yes, it goes into an air lab. Some more wind. Con is fine. This is all pretty fine. So, in relation to your build, what you're planning on doing, it might be worth going for a con turret first and transporting that over with you when you go. I think this ends up working out better, but having the con turret at home, would allow you to have some follow-up or whatever. But it ends up working out fine. I think you'll build up to, other than your small inefficiencies, this has all been fine. Speedy. So a transport. I thought he was going for a con drop, which is very possible. A con drop here or here. It's very powerful in the early game. Instead, he flies over to here. It's a risky play. There's often a fighter out at this point. But yes, and then goes into a gauntlet. This is quite smart. So this gauntlet probably should be here. It's a small thing, but it just gives you that extra bit of range. Or as close to that edge as you can get. Maybe you put it in the only spot you can. Oh, there's a radar there. So yeah, put the gauntlet here. You get that bit of extra range. If people often build their lab back here, you wouldn't be able to hit it. But yeah, this is genuinely smart. I like this. Risky. Very good players will know how to punish this. But I like this a lot. Take mechs, good. Excellent. Just what I like. At home, you are building a con turret. Yeah, that's fine. Going into energy production. Yeah, that's all good. It's probably worth, if you do this again, going into a bot lab, making some bot cons, expanding that way. Because they're much cheaper than air cons and more powerful. Yeah, lose your con. It's all good. This could be up much quicker. I'm quite sure of it. You could shave 20, 30 seconds off, and that would be very significant. But yeah, I like it. Getting this lab, fantastic. There's one mistake you make here of keeping shooting. You could kill this mex. That would be very strong. Walking in there, So I would be tempted to walk up here and make an LLT and then walk out again. That's pretty strong. Not necessary, but it's pretty good. You could have taken this mechs and as well as this mechs. I'd have been a big fan of that. Doing at home. You should have eaten this lab. It's not doing anything. Keep scaling. That's a very important thing. So you said you had struggled having impact in this game. One of the reasons is that when this died, you didn't have anything. If you'd been scaling here, you'd have been in a much better spot. You can also... This isn't shooting anything important anymore. There's nothing for it to hit. Eat it. Get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. It's 1400 metal sitting around doing nothing. 1400? 1200. That can be in units. You needed more build power as well, as you're finding out. You're overflowing. Or nearly overflowing. Yeah. Walk up, degun this. Walk up, degun this. This should be... You can just kill all this. Everything here is dead. The turtles was fine. Somebody commented on the turtles. I actually thought the turtles in this situation was pretty damn good. They're with support. They're very microable, very strong. It's a T2 unit and nobody else has T2 units. They're a shit T2 unit, but they are a T2 unit. Titles is good. As you see, you're having problems with energy. If you'd been scaling back here, you'd have been fine. Kill this guy. Nice. And then go in. So up everything here is pretty good. Inefficiencies, as expected. Nobody's perfect. Even I fuck it up. Even people much better than me fuck it up. Chasing the Tsar, not a good plan with pincers. It doesn't give a fuck about your T1 tanks. You don't need this thing anymore. As I said, just get rid of it. Yeah. Walk up, eat it. Very good. And just... These pincers could have killed all of these people by now. If you hadn't been fucking around with the Tsar, you could have killed everything there. That's probably your first big mistake. Your second big mistake is what you're about to do in a second. Well, it's your third big mistake. Your first big mistake was not scaling. Your second big mistake was playing with the Tsar. Third big mistake was trying to push up here, which is what you're about to do. Pardon me. Oh, particularly without any scouting. I mean, what information do you have? You don't have any information, so you have no idea what's up there. You could have been supporting this push, and all these would be dead. Still no scaling at home. T2 con. More wins. You could have been on a huge economy by now. You've done very well, but that was a significant mistake. I'm not sure what this is for. I guess just for eating. There isn't that much to eat. It's an interesting idea, but there isn't that much to eat. So there's not much point in continuing to make the pincers. This is your fourth big mistake. Staying on a unit that's been outdated. Moving to something else. Part of the problem you had here is, of course, that you haven't scaled. And therefore, that's all you have available to you. Yeah, overall, up till now, pretty damn good. Yeah, this is what you should have done. The group that went over here should have done exactly this. They had They were wide open. 20 minutes and still no T2 mechs is so optimal. Always get a T2 con. Super high priority. About the most important thing. Yeah, unfortunately, you end up running into these cruisers. I didn't actually notice this on my earlier watch through. But I had been thinking about it when you sent the ones around that direction. It was a good plan. It was just too late in the game. You eat it. You do successfully eat it. Very nice. Good job. Eat everything. Get out. Scale. You end up basically you haven't scaled at all. You died to the flagship, and you end up having no more impact on this game. Basically, your big problem was that you just didn't scale. You could have been on 4 fusions. You could have been on multiple APHIS even at this point in the game, and you did a lot of work. You killed this guy. You basically won front. If you'd pushed into here properly instead of playing with the Tsar, you'd have killed both of these. If you'd looped around instead of going this way, I think you'd probably have killed this guy. So small problems in decision making. And scaling. Lack of scaling. This is not a 25-minute economy. Yeah, I think basically you've done enough that your team ends up winning the game. Do you have advantage in basically all positions now? And in large part it was because of you, Mr. Asep Tamil Banmentary. But yeah, we'll zoom through. You don't do anything for the rest of the game. You should have been. Can I have some wins? Can I have some cons? Start building stuff. And you'd have been fine. The problem wasn't you didn't have impact on the game. The problem was you could have had so much more impact. That was your only problem in this game. I liked it. I genuinely did. I'm not gonna lie. It's something I'm going to try and see if I can do in my games. That gauntlet. The timings might not work out, but I think it's potentially very, very good. Yeah, there we go.